Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. This is signed with love from Asheville. And here's some little rainbow squigglies. And this comes from the Banned Books Back program. Spread the word. Help spread the word by passing a photo or video with your books using the hashtag. And what happened was Duval County, in their uninfinite wisdom, banned books in our school system directed towards minorities and LGBTQ children and families. And they ended up in a bookstore, and this is from Asheville. I was told by Reverend Jerry, who is our missions minister, that it was a place in Tennessee. But I went on the website. Oh, look! They have a book party where they send these books out. It says Hugs from Asheville, and there's a little hand here, and it says, I hope you love reading this. And on this flap is another little hand. Now, I don't have any children or grandchildren. I have one child who is an adult, a child with autism. But we have, Marty and I, my adult child with autism, we have a little diverse library. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And these books will go in the little diverse library. I might keep this list of banned books to order more books for the little diverse library. I will read this. Introducing banned books back for adults in solitary with kids, and reading guide for kids. So I will read this information. And here is the first book they sent us that will go in our little diverse library. A Little Piece of Ground. An extraordinary book about war and peace through the eyes of a young Pakistani boy. This kind of stuff is needed so our children in Duval County and other places whose governments and school systems have decided to censor what our children read. This is talking about war in the West Bank. And this is a first-person perspective from a child about war. We are almost in World War III here, folks, and our children need to understand some of this. And reading a novel by a child that's been through this kind of experience may be what we need to have peace in the future. And here we have The Garden of Ma Aman. Look at her. She's so cute. Aaliyah already struggles with trying to fit in, feeling confident enough to talk to cute boys, and being brave enough to stand up to mean kids. The fact that she's Muslim is just another part of her life, but when a new girl of the same faith comes to town, Aaliyah begins to wonder even more about herself, who she is, what she believes, and where she fits in. This is a rite of passage book about a young Muslim girl, and we need to know and understand and love our Muslims brothers and sisters, because I'm telling you right now, if you're Christian or you're Jewish. Muslims believe in the same God that we do. We need to find out what we have in common, not hate each other. Here we have Jasmine Tushy, Flamingo Keeper. Oh, this is perfect for Florida. The Flamingo Keeper. I love that. When an 8-year-old Jasmine receives her first dorama, a Japanese wishing doll, she knows exactly what to ask for. So this is teaching about a couple of cultures coming together. So she gets a Japanese doll that I've never heard of. But this is a series. Dorama. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it's okay. And this is a wonderful thing about learning about other cultures. Your children need to learn about other cultures and not be ethnocentric, because they don't live in an ethnocentric world. And here we go. The Flag of Childhood, Poems from the Middle East. A collection of poems is a miracle of life. And there is a child hugging their mama. This is a stirring anthology of 60 poems from the Middle East, honoring anthologist Naomi Shahab Nye. Welcomes us to this lush, vivid world, reckons us to exposure elegant pieces from Palestine, Israel, Egypt, Iraq, and elsewhere. Open windows to the hearts and souls of people we usually meet only in nightly news. What we see when we look through these windows is a love of family, friends, and for the earth, and daily occurrences of life that touch us forever, and longing for the sense of place. What we learn is that beneath the veil of stereotypes, our human connections are stronger than our cultural differences. How wonderful. Pick a sky and name it. Pink. Here's a quote. To carry my heart, I long for the bread of your voice. Mother, I long for everlasting. I long for myself. I long for you. Almud Darwish, translated by Adula Adhara. Wow, what a beautiful book. Every single solitary American child needs to be reading this, not being banned from reading this. We need to know everyone in the world as a human being. That's what could lead to world peace. And I want to thank the people of Asheville who are bringing back these books to Duval County, Florida, so that our children in our neighborhoods can be exposed to cultures around the world, and even people in our own community. They've even banned African American books and LGBTQ books from our public schools here. This is censorship, folks, and it's attacking our youngest minds. Our children need to be aware of cultural diversity so they can know how we have commonalities with people all over the world, and even people of different colors in our community, and that wave different color flags, rainbow flags, because you can't isolate your children And those children at school that your children go to school with that have two dads or two moms, first of all, if you're going to be angry about that or hateful because you're transphobic or you're homophobic, stop and think about those children. Even if they grow up to be narrow-minded as you, they have a right to be accepted as an individual because they are children. They didn't choose their situation. A lot of these children in the Middle East, they didn't choose their situation. Nobody chooses to be born in a war zone. But we need to think about how we're going to have peace on this planet in the future. How we're going to get along with other people in our communities that are different. God said, love your neighbor as yourself. He didn't say love your neighbor as yourself if they're not gay, if they're not of color. He said, love your neighbor as yourself, period. And that's what we should do. We should love everyone, accept everyone. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. And tomorrow morning, I probably will film Marty putting these books out in the Little Diverse Library. We are very excited to be part of this program where we're bringing the books back to Duval County. Have a wonderful and blessed day.